Hello everyone, Boluwatife David here. Welcome to 40 Lessons in 40 Years, and this is lesson 10. The best way to predict the future is to create it. I know that most of the time we all get ourselves caught up in that frenzy of wondering what our future is going to look like. You're wondering if your desires are going to come true. You are just there getting worked up about the future that you even lose the conscience of creating it. I'm reminded of when I was in the law school. All of us, we had the desire of, passing the law. The bar finance excellently. We all set different grades that we really wanted, And while I saw some people getting caught up in, oh, am I really going to have this grade? Am I going to pass the almighty bar finance? Some of us were like, okay, if we really want to be able to get the kind of grades that we wanted, then it was imperative for us to sit down, ask the right questions from our lecturers so that we have an idea of how marking is done. And then we can prepare based on that knowledge and then get the kind of grades that we wanted. And trust me, because we took the necessary steps, we were able to create the future that we actually desired. So while some people were disoriented, disconnected, and agonizing about whether they would be able to have the future that they wanted, some of us were busy making inquiries and organizing ourselves in a way that guaranteed that we created the future that we wanted. Why am I sharing this one with you today? If there is a future that you desire to have, then instead of worrying about whether it would really come true, what you need to do is to start creating it today. And here are some of the steps that you can take to create the future that you desire. First is for you to actually have that desire about the future that you want. The second thing is to then ask yourself, what are the things that I need to do that would make it possible for me to create this future? Noticing that in every endeavor, there would always be things that are outside of your control and things that are within your control. Now, when you focus your attention then on the things that are within your control, you are able to create that future that you desire. For example, in our own case, when I was in the law school, how the lecturers were going to mark the scripts wasn't within our control. The exact questions that they were going to set wasn't within our control. The topics that they were going to focus on wasn't within our control. But what was in our control was, studying the past questions to understand the patterns, selecting the kind of topics I want to focus our attention on when we get into the exams hall, and then answering in the systematic way that we've been taught. That was how we're able to create the future that we actually wanted. Your future is within your grasp. The only question is, are you going to focus on the things that are outside of your control, or will you focus on the things within your control? Stop trying to predict your future. Start creating it.